Hello, we are back. My name is Shay. I'm a nutritionist and an international level athlete, and today we're talking about how to get sick less. Okay, so everyone knows you should eat well, exercise well, sleep well, but what else can we do? I really don't think this is talked about enough, especially when you consider that the average person gets sick like 3 times a year, which might add up to about 2 weeks of you just, for one, not feeling great, and for two, you're not really making any progress maybe financially with your training. And you could argue this might cause you to be set back like a month, because sometimes if you're standing still, you're kind of falling behind. So the first thing is, how do we actually get sick? A lot of people think, oh, it's the cold weather. That's not really how it works. Anything like bacteria or viruses, they're gonna multiply in like a crowded, warm room, which happens in winter because the rooms are warmer because they're heated up, and they're more crowded because less people are outside. So that's how we get sick. So if you're worried about getting sick, then some of these crowded hot rooms, if you can avoid them a little bit more than usual, this might mean just studying at home instead of in the university library in winter around exam time. I swear that place sounds like a hospital. The amount of people coughing and sneezing in there sometimes, it's outrageous. For most of us, there's going to be a few weeks a year where it is important that we are sharp, that we're not sick. So what can we actually do to really take precautions to make sure these weeks go our way? Maybe it's an important competition or a meeting or interview, or maybe you're traveling and you don't want to spend the first half of your holiday sick. So here's a few things we can do. The first one is stacking up on your probiotics. So you might have heard that your gut microbiome is loaded up with a lot of healthy bacteria, and these are a part of us. If they're in good health, we're in good health, and we're going to get sick a lot less often. So this could mean some of these live culture yogurts or kefir or some fermented foods. And although some of the bacteria is going to die in the pits of our stomach acid, some of it gets through and it's going to help our gut be a bit more healthy. Additionally, around traveling and these hot crowded rooms, they can be a similar environment. We can get throat protectors or maybe a zinc lozenge that'll coat your throat and really make it a bit harder for any infections to get through. So if you are eating the probiotics and having these throat protectors around these crowded rooms and traveling, it's going to reduce the chance of you getting sick a lot more often. As far as the probiotics go, if you're traveling in say 2 weeks time, you might want to have a couple servings of these every day in the 2 weeks leading up to it, and then have the throat protectors on the days that you're traveling. I used to always get sick traveling, and last year when I went to compete overseas, I had 4 consecutive flights and I was absolutely fine, 2 of which were 12-hour ones. So I think there's a lot of merit in these things. So my last point here, just regarding gut health, another big contributor to this is just regular fiber in the foods that you're eating. If you're not getting enough fiber in, you're not feeding the gut, because this is what it eats. Most of the calories in the fiber we can't actually absorb ourselves, but your gut just eats it up and it keeps it healthy. So taking care of that, and as well as things like alcohol or processed foods or high sugar, these are things that are not going to be great for our gut microbiome. So if you do all these things, you'll be out of commission less than 2 weeks a year, ideally. So hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. I'll see you next time.